On this episode of Bite Sized, we are watching and discussing the 12th scene of the movie The Twilight Saga, New Moon. For those of you watching along at home, that's from 2122 to 2550. And now, on to the episode. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of Bite Sized. If this is your first episode, here's what's going on. My name's Ben.
And I'm Sarah.
And we're watching the movie The Twilight Saga, New Moon, one scene at a time. And sometimes we have a guest, but sometimes we don't. Like today, we don't.
Today we don't. It's
just the two of us.
Classic.
We watched our longest scene of the movie so far.
We're only 12 scenes in, but this is by far the longest.
And it may stay our longest depending on how things go. I have a feeling it will.
I can't imagine a longer scene, but we're going to come across one that's maybe 5 minutes long and then go, aha. But yeah, this is like 4.5 minutes.
Let's jump into it.
Yeah.
A brief overview. They go in the woods. They break up. They stay in the woods.
The girls are fighting.
Well, not really.
One of the girls is fighting and one is sad.
One of the girls is being a lot more hostile about this than
what?
The other
yes. And I can't wait to get into this because Jesus Christ, Edward Cullen.
Let's just get into it. It starts, they walk out into the woods.
As all good breakups do, happen in the woods.
As all of their serious conversations happen just out in the middle of a forest somewhere.
I wonder why that is. Is there something symbolic about nature? And like that's where you can be like your most free self?
This is just honest. Sort of Edward's thinking place, I think.
Yeah.
This is where he goes, because he can't, it's hard to do it at his home.
Yeah, maybe it's because he can read minds and he can hear people all the time. Like he likes going out into nature because nobody else is around. He can't hear anything.
And Forks is sort of a small town, so it's not like there's a place in town where he could go to just sort of hang out and get sort of lost.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just sort of out in the woods.
Just out by the trees, him and the birds.
But I guess this is as good a place as any. But this is where they have their Bella realizing he's a vampire talk, and this is where we see them in another scene in the first movie having some long conversations just out in the middle of just whenever they need to have a talk, they just go out into the wilderness.
Yeah, God, that's got to be really unnerving for Bella that anytime they walk out into the woods, it's either a really great conversation or the worst conversation of your life.
Yeah.
And this swung in the second direction this time.
There is also a relationship between where they are and what kind of talk they're having. Because we've also seen them in a field of flowers in a clearing. And that's where the good talks happen.
Yeah, forest is for the bad
Right.
talks.
When they're in the forest, that's where the serious talks
when
happen.
the trees come out, we're getting serious.
Right. We have to be in the dark, shadowy place
yes.
to have the dark, shadowy conversations. It makes perfect sense.
Like Edward's soul.
Edward really thinks about symbology.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing.
He doesn't sleep. He's got a lot of time to think about the details.
The atmosphere of where they're having.
The theatrics of it all.
It has to correspond.
We have to leave Forks.
Why?
Carlisle's supposed to be 10 years old and he looks. People are starting to notice.
Okay, I've got to think of something to say to Charlie.
I think it's so funny that she immediately assumes okay, great, yes, I am leaving Forks in the middle of the school year. Absolutely. Yeah. Me and my boyfriend
she's
are going to leave Forks immediately.
She's ready to abandon her father for this guy she's known for, again, about 6 months.
About 6 months and is ready to fully throw her life away.
Just turned 18 yesterday, or maybe not yesterday, but a montage ago. And is I'm an adult now. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, I'm 18. I can vote. I can leave Forks. I can do whatever I want.
Sorry, Charlie. I'm getting out of here.
Now, Edward says that it's because people are starting to notice that Carlisle his age is not matching up with how he looks.
Yeah.
And I realize this only kind of works in the early 2000s because Botox just isn't a thing.
Interesting.
Yet that I feel in our current sort of culture of aesthetics, like everyone is trying to look younger all the time.
Yeah.
That like, I think if somebody did look 10 years younger, you wouldn't say, hey, what's up with that? You'd be like, God, share your secret with me. I want to know, like, who are you seeing for your skincare? What are you using? Like, I feel like it'd be more revered than like, hey, wait a minute.
But also, like, what form, if people are starting to notice, how exactly are they expressing that notice? Are they just like saying, because I feel like even in 2009, when this movie came out, people would be saying like, wow, you look really good for your age. And not, hey, I think you're actually 10 years older than, like, if I saw someone, this has happened before, and I am surprised that they are actually older than they look.
Yeah.
I don't get suspicious. I don't think they're lying about something.
No, you just think, oh, wow, they won the genetic lottery. They did great.
And I get that that's going to run out eventually. But, like, I don't know. I just, you know, and as we go through the scene, there's clearly a lot of, the sort of theme of this scene is Edward's lying to her, essentially.
Yes.
All of the things he says to Bella, almost none of them are his actual reason for having this conversation.
Yeah.
He's airbutting her.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl, boss.
Exactly. This is.
Oh, wait, he's airbutting her?
He's airbutting her.
What do you mean?
He's Harry and the Hendersonsing her.
What do you're saying words. What do you mean?
Have you seen the film Air Bud?
I have seen the film Air Bud years ago.
Do you remember that scene where...
Buddy? I know you're only a dog, so I don't expect you to understand what I'm going to say. You can't come home with me. That guy will just come and take you back. You gotta understand that. You have to go, buddy. Please, buddy. Go! Get! Go! Get out of here! Don't you understand? Get! I don't want you anymore! Get!
But this also happens in the film Harry and the Hendersons, in which this family adopts a Bigfoot.
Get out of here! Can't you see we don't want you anymore? Why can't you go back where you came from? Leave us alone!
Oh.
Harry runs into the woods. And this is essentially what Edward is doing to Bella.
The woods are where your true feelings about people and basketball come to the forefront. The woods are your truest self.
Yeah, it's where you go to get rid of a golden retriever or a Bigfoot or a
girlfriend.
18-year-old that you don't feel like you can responsibly take care of anymore. Because people are starting to notice.
That
and also,
your dad is looking too hot for his age.
And your foster brother, ? Tried to eat her, so you had to shove her into some big
some
pile
vases.
of broken glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you say we,
I mean my family and myself.
Edward, what happened with Jasper? It's nothing.
You're right. It was nothing. Nothing but what I always expected. And nothing compared to what could have happened.
He was really, also really dedicated to sort of turning that nothing around on her.
Yeah.
Like he was more interested in sort of the verbal sparring of
He really
of this.
is sparring this whole time.
It's hostile.
And the problem is Bella's not really sparring. She's just confused.
Right.
And Edward's like verbally stabbing her over and over again. And she's just like, why? Ow, ow.
Just like the golden retriever from Air Bud. He's just like, here in the woods with my best friend.
He keeps throwing basketballs at her.
Yeah.
And she's like, ow, stop. I'm bad at sports.
You just don't belong in my world, Bella.
I belong with you.
No. You don't.
I'm coming.
Bella. I don't want you to come.
And I was looking up memes of this because I was like, I know I've seen this before. And I did on Reddit find somebody who like cross-stitched that phrase, Bella, I don't want you to come, but spelled C-U-M.
Yeah.
I love what the Twilight community has done is take a very sad, serious scene and go, haha, sex stuff.
Now it's a sex thing.
Now it's a sex thing, so we can all laugh and not feel uncomfortable at this man verbally berating his girlfriend.
Yeah, you have to wonder if maybe they'd phrase that one differently if they made it in 2025.
Oh, I bet they would have.
It would be hard to get through that one with a straight face.
Yeah,
all the dialogue in this scene is just so, mainly what Edward is saying is just like, it's too much.
A note of that. Because at one point, a little earlier, now we're bouncing around a little bit, but the scene is all basically the same thing over and over.
It's really,
I'm breaking up with you.
After like the very start and the very end are two different, like walking out into the woods and then we'll get to the end. But in the middle, it's just Edward says a reason that they are leaving and Bella's like, but actually.
Please.
I get that his intent is to airbutt her.
Yeah.
And so he's saying things almost essentially like intentionally hurtfully.
Yes.
To try to sort of create this negative association in Bella's mind of him. But I feel like would it not just be easier for him to say, just to be straight up honest with her?
I think that is the cleanest, easiest way.
Instead of saying things like, you just don't belong in my world.
Yes.
Which is a crazy thing to say to an 18-year-old.
I was reading a Reddit discussion on this exact post earlier because I was curious, like, other people's thoughts on it. And I agree. The problem with this sort of tactic Edward's taking of like, it'll be like, I don't exist anymore. You don't belong with me. I don't want you to come. All this is that I think in Edward's mind, he wants Bella to like get angry at him and then be like, okay, well, fuck you. And then just like fully drop him. The problem is Bella has such low self-esteem and such low self-worth that she just internalizes all of it of like, yeah, I am a piece of garbage. I'm awful. You're so right. I'm like the worst girlfriend to ever exist. So that's why it doesn't work.
It comes in incredibly stark contrast to the things that Edward has been saying earlier in the movie.
Yes.
Because on Bella's birthday, he keeps saying things like, you give me everything just by breathing.
Yes.
And it's like, you're the most important person in the world. You're the one Jenga block holding up the tower that is my existence.
Yes.
And so now we just get like the hard opposite of that, which makes it difficult for Bella to believe. And I think this is strategically a bad idea.
This is a terrible idea instead of just being straight up of like, hey, I'm not comfortable with putting you in danger and I'm not comfortable with turning you into a vampire. And people are starting to realize that we're, older than we say we are. So we have to leave.
Right.
I think the problem is I don't see a world in which they break up and just stay friends because Bella is so obsessed with this man.
Yeah.
And so obsessed with the idea of we have to be together forever. As she even says in this scene, she's like, no, I want to be with you. I want to be with you forever. It's like, girl, you in danger.
Yeah.
This is not good for you.
I feel like a better approach for Edward would just be to like, hey, dude, I warned you when we started talking that my family has to move a lot because we're vampires. And now here it is happening, like kind of on you.
Yeah.
It's
uncomfortable to watch.
It's really not fun.
At points. I think especially because, Edward up until this point has been like our male protagonist has been this like ideal of masculinity of like knight in shining armor, charming, saves Bella, all this. So to go full 180, it feels gross.
Yeah.
It feels really like, Edward, what the fuck am I watching right now?
Right.
Like, you really went for the fucking jugular vampire style. Like, just really fucking took her out. And I feel real bad for Bella in this moment.
Yeah, it sucks.
But if it's not too much to ask, can you just promise me something? Don't do anything reckless.
Which is implying like, hey, we're breaking up, but like, be cool about it, okay?
But like, when has Bella ever shown herself to be the kind of person who does reckless things?
I guess, going to Phoenix and like trying to find her mom, I guess less reckless, more like impulsive, though there's a sense of bravery there of like, I want to save my mom.
Right.
But in general, she's not a reckless person. She's pretty by the book.
Yeah, it really feels like that line is there mainly because we know that later in this movie, she's going to do a bunch of reckless things.
Yes, and be
see
reminded
Ghost Edward.
Edward said no.
Right. And so this is just a little foreshadowing in the middle of literally in the middle of the conversation.
Yeah.
It kind of doesn't really fit.
Because in a breakup, you don't get to make conditions with me. You just broke up with me. You don't get to tell me what to do.
Right. Well,
so,
he
like,
makes a promise to
you.
her, too. He promises this is the last time she'll ever see him.
Oh, tragic.
Which is a hard one.
Which is, God, it's just such a bummer.
And again, not exactly letting her down easy, I feel like.
No, this could have been such an easy but difficult conversation. Like, there's such a better way to do this. And Edward said, fuck no, I know what's best. I'm 109 years old.
Right. He could have just as easily said, like, look, we move around. Clearly, we move back here a lot. So, maybe next time we come around, we can try it again.
Yeah,
or
keep
like
in touch.
After college.
What's your AIM username? We'll
you still
chat.
have that cell phone I gave you, right? You're still on Carlisle's plan? Cool.
Do you want to chat on MySpace?
Does she get to keep that cell phone?
Probably.
Okay.
You're just not good for me.
I got enough for you.
I'm just sorry I let this go on for so long.
God, stop!
You gotta...
She's already dead. Stop!
I know. There's really no need.
I guess he just really needs to drive the point home in case she hadn't picked it up.
He's really trying to make sure he's very thoroughly airbutted her.
Now, I will say I'm a Kristen Stewart defender until the day I die.
Yeah.
This is not her best work in this scene.
Okay.
There's a lot of long pauses. There's a lot of like near the end of the scene, she's just like, please don't.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on, Bella, give us anything, girly.
Right.
I think it also makes the scene even more uncomfortable that Bella is just very awkward in all of this. If I don't know what to do, my world is crashing around me.
Right.
But it's just kind of a, please, don't.
Yeah.
Don't do this.
Her job is to just sort of stand there and like, I don't know. Edward is taking a lot of big swings and saying a lot of things that carry a lot of emotional weight. And her job is to not fully react to them.
Yeah, because we have to wait for the big reaction later.
And it doesn't help that like Edward in his attempts to sort of push Bella away is doing this in a very sort of wishy-washy way.
Yeah.
Where like if he really wanted Bella to not like him, he could go harder. He could
have just left.
He could say things like, I don't like you. I think you're weird. Your hair looks dumb. I don't know. He could really go all, but instead he's just saying these vague sort of things that when you are a young person and you don't know the reality of how a relationship works, you think is like this sort of Romeo and Juliet doomed romanticism of like, you don't belong in my world and I'm sorry I let this go on for so long, that when you're a young person, your first reaction is like, but what if it's love and it works for us?
We're star-crossed lovers. We're meant to be.
This is just how our story begins.
Yeah, I guess in Romeo and Juliet, they also couldn't just say, hey, yeah, it's not working out.
Right.
I'll see you at the next party next year.
It's
we need that drama. We need that tension.
It's really the worst possible way for Edward to be doing this.
Yeah. Fuck Edward. I just want to give this girl a hug. Say, you deserve better.
You can do better.
You could do so much better than this man and his fucking weird ass family who don't know how to celebrate birthdays, who throw you into vases,
who associate with people that will constantly try to eat you.
Exactly.
It's inconvenient. It's uncomfortable for all involved.
Yeah, it sucks all around.
It's not great.
Nobody wins.
No one
here.
likes it.
And I understand it sets up the whole narrative tension of the movie. It's just nobody wins here.
Right.
And it sucks. I feel like even instead of being mean, I think the easiest thing might have been just to like leave her a letter.
Yeah.
And just go.
Just ghost.
Just rip the Band-Aid off.
That's also an option.
Because I just think this being mean option feels extra bad coming from someone you love.
And that's essentially what he had already done, because like the scene before this, was this the sad girl?
Yeah.
I'm so out of
No,
order.
because we've recorded sort of all over the
Yeah,
place. No,
but the scene-
this
but
is
we-
right before the
right before this was the sad girl montage.
was sad girl montage where
with
he's
the photo
looking at her
printer.
picture.
Right.
And she cuts herself out of the picture.
And like at school, they're not at the Cullen lunch table. So effectively, like the ghosting had already started.
It already happened.
He could have just
He could have just left
continued
her a
with
letter and said, like, hey, like, I'd love to keep in touch with you, but like,
Right.
this is, I understand this is hard, but this is for your own good. Like, you're in over your head.
Sure.
And I have to be the responsible person here and say, like, we can't do this anymore.
Right. And ghosting can be hard and feel icky,
Absolutely.
but sometimes
And I don't advocate for ghosting, but I just think if I had to pick between like verbally berating this girl and ghosting, I'd rather
Right.
he ghost her.
Ghosting is sometimes the sort of lesser of two or three evils.
Yeah.
Where like this is not a fun thing to do, but nothing I do here is going to be
Nothing
fun.
I do here works.
So I'm just gonna leave.
Everyone loses. Do you think Bella would then give up on Edward, or do you think that she would then just like obsessively try to find him?
No, I think we're going to see throughout the course of this film exactly how she would handle being ghosted, and that is try to find him. Apparently, if the literal ghost of Edward would be a thing in that situation as well. Not sure how that works. We'll get to it when we get to it, though.
We'll cross that
It'll
bridge.
come up eventually. But I think the actions of this film that we haven't got to yet tell us that Bella would absolutely try to hunt him down.
Yeah.
Even though, like, I don't know, he could just go wherever they move to next. She would have no way of finding him.
No, she'd have absolutely no way unless she's scouring the news for like news clips of them or anything. But I assume they would just change their names.
Yeah, it'd be hard.
Yeah.
And it's not like they don't have Instagram.
No, there's no
Right.
reverse image searching.
They don't have social media at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good time to be a vampire. No social media for anybody to track you.
Must be nice.
Vampires probably couldn't exist in the digital age because
Now,
you'd
why
have
is
such
that?
you'd have such a digital footprint that it would be much easier to see like a side by side of like you in 2010 versus you in 2025. You
Yeah.
look exactly the same. It's much easier to like know how people look
Right.
and know where people are and what they do
Yeah.
because we're always being recorded or photographed all the time.
That is true. Like if you're, I guess, yeah, not only do you have to commit to not having your own social media, you have to try really hard to avoid other people's
Exactly.
social media.
So they have to find probably just another small town somewhere where people maybe just like don't care as much about the internet or social media and just try to stay off the grid.
Maybe the Volturi, I la Volturi, have it kind of figured out.
Yeah.
We're like, sorry, dude, you're a vampire. You can try to live amongst the humans, but it's never going to work.
It's never gonna work.
Just hang out.
Everyone
Yeah.
loses.
Hang out in this castle in Italy.
Yeah.
Wear some big velvet robes.
Yeah. And look fun as hell.
Yeah, just lean into it, man.
Edward, live a little.
Yeah.
Stop hating yourself and like just party.
Stop denying who you truly are and allow yourself to be a vamp.
You are who you are, Edward.
And who you are is a vampire.
Vampire Airbud.
Yeah. Edward leaves. Edward really, this is sort of the final dick move of the scene.
Yeah.
Is Edward leaves and Bella is just in the woods by herself.
Yes, I don't know how far away they are from Bella's house.
I
'cause
also
they start
don't.
at Bella's house, so I assume we're relatively close to her home, but still, you're just in the middle of
Yeah.
the woods. There's no path or anything that we can see when we get that big wide shot.
Yeah, I'll sort of fast forward to the end of the scene.
Yeah.
Because this is sort of what we're going to talk about till the end.
Yeah.
Is that Bella walks off. She walks directly forward in the direction that I guess Edward went. Yelling Edward's name.
Edward?
Until it gets dark. Until it's
Yeah.
nighttime, basically. And it kind of left me wondering, like, was she like heading the same direction, pursuing him the entire time? Or did she just get lost? Because Edward abandoned her in the woods and she couldn't find her
Yeah.
way out.
I would hope it's just she just kept pursuing him again because it is near her house. So you would hope she has like some sense
Right.
of the woods near her home. But it's much more tragic to think that she's just so lost in her emotion that she is just wandering like in circles for hours, like trying to find Edward, being like, if I just find him, I can fix this.
Right.
But, one must imagine Sisyphus happy. She's just going to keep running around those woods and nothing's going to change.
Yeah, and like we don't see how they get to where they started.
No.
And we don't know if it was like just a short 10-minute straight line into the woods or if there was some turns.
He walked her in silence for an hour.
Yeah.
They're just an hour from her home.
And then left and was like, well, good luck getting back.
All right, bye.
Maybe that's sort of option. Maybe that's his secret third way. Option C is she gets eaten by a bear.
Oh my God.
It's not, problem solved.
That's going to be so triggering to Emmett.
That's the hard way.
Yeah. It's just, all right, if all else fails, bear.
Well, sorry. Look, we had to solve this somehow.
Sorry, Bella.
Yeah. It's just such, I get that you're trying to make sure Bella thinks poorly of you, but the least you could do is walk her out of the woods, man.
Walk her home.
Yeah, make sure she gets home safe.
Make sure she gets home safe because you're a fucking gentleman and we know this about you. So, God, Edward must feel fucking awful after this too, being like, I think Edward tries to be a good person in almost all scenarios.
Yeah.
But so having to act like he's this asshole and just like abandon the woman he loves in the woods. God, he's just like, I was going to say crying all the way home, but they don't have tears in Stephenie Meyer's world.
No.
Vampires can't cry. So he's just like hard breathing the whole way home. Just,
That's gotta suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, you can't even cry. Everyone loses here.
There are so many better ways to do basically everything in this scene.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what? Let's just rewrite the whole book.
Okay, sure. Yeah, let's do it right now.
Let's just, just change the whole thing. We got to change the whole thing from the beginning.
Look, it'll be Twilight where they all make healthy decisions and are good at communicating in ways that we were not at that age, but we are now.
Yeah.
And it'll be a much shorter book.
Yeah. It'll be a novella.
Right. It'll be a pamphlet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be one time these two people met.
Yes.
And it was fine.
And it was fun.
Yeah.
And everyone was emotionally sane. The end.
So let's start to wrap it up. We have to give the scene a name. What would it be?
Yeah.
I think I know kind of the direction we're going to head in.
We're heading in an Air Bud direction. I've been sitting here trying to figure out how to wrap like a good Air Bud joke.
Right. Or do we just make Air Bud a verb? Air budding Bella.
Air budding Bella. I was almost like Air Bud 1, Bella 0.
Okay.
I'm like, breakups are doggone hard. Just like there's a lot of options here. What if it's just basketball and breakups?
Basketball and breakups.
Basketball and breakups. Or no, but I feel like we need Air Bud in the name.
We gotta put Air Bud in
Air
there
Bud.
somewhere.
I'm like, is it just, can we stay Air Buddies?
And sort of peek behind the curtain. Can we say Air Buddies is not bad. I'm trying to be more engaged in this side of things, so it's not like if we don't have a guest, it's just not Sarah every time.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be
more
more
at, like, the script
a part
and see
of
if
it.
I can.
Okay, and I'll look at this. I'll find that scene from Air Bud.
The worst version of this is the one I just thought of, which is Air Bud doesn't want you to come. Oh my God. But no, we can't say that. Or we could.
I think that's it.
But do we spell it C-U-M or C-O-M-E? I think it has to be C-O-M-E.
I think so too.
Air Bud doesn't want you to come.
I think C-U-M would be...
Is a little too... it's a good listener bit, but it's not a good, SEO trying to find this episode.
It stops being a double entendre.
Yeah.
When you just spell it that way.
Air Bud doesn't want you to come.
Air Bud doesn't want you to come. Great. And listener, how you choose to spell that in your head is up to you, but how I choose to spell that in the episode title is the innocent way. I don't know what you're thinking of, listener, with your gutter.
Yeah, your dirty mind.
Yeah, get it out of the gutter.
He's a dog.
Great, we did it. Sarah Murphy, do you have anything you want to promote before we wrap this up?
What I want want to promote?
What do you want to promote?
You know what? Actually, I want to promote, just because I've been playing it a lot, the game Hollow Knight. If folks haven't been playing it.
Sure.
At all. I know it's like a 7-year-old game at this point.
Sequel just came out.
Sequel just came out, and I'm very excited to dive into that. But I'm doing my second playthrough of it. It's the world building is great. The gameplay is great. It's difficult, but not too challenging. Very rewarding. So if you're looking for a good game to play, especially on Steam Deck, as I've been playing it, Hollow Knight is so fun. Highly recommend. That's what I want to promote.
I want to promote patreon.com/Twilight
you want to promote things related
podcast.
to this show?
I don't really care. If you want to hear myself and Sarah and our editor, Ben Oxher, talk about the movies that the Twilight stars were in before they were in Twilight, you can do that at patreon.com/Twilight podcast for a mere $5 a month. We recently discussed the 2005 classic heist film Catch That Kid.
Catch That Kid, where they never say Catch That Kid once, and I think that's what made this movie not succeed at the box office.
Yeah, it's a real failing of the film that they never have a security guard yell, Catch that kid! But next we're going to talk about David Fincher's Panic Room, which is a real genre-wise, a real departure from the movies we've talked about to this point.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what it's like to actually talking about an adult film.
Yeah, to really analyze a film that's meant to be
that's
analyzed.
Not just a dumb thing for children, essentially.
That kid.
But you can find that at patreon.com/Twilight podcast. You can follow the show on social media at bitesizedpod_ on Twitter and Instagram. No, not Twitter. We haven't had Twitter in years.
Yeah, we're really just mostly, because I do a lot of our social media. It's mostly TikTok, Instagram.
Crazy that
days.
Twitter just sort of disappeared.
Yeah, just off the face of the earth. It just into a black hole.
And just no one could ever log into it ever again.
No.
Weird. Oh, well. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. We have a Tumblr that I haven't posted to in a minute.
Yeah.
I need to get on that. Yeah. Fuck Tumblr, says Sarah Murphy.
Quote me.
Yeah.
Quote me, Tumblr.
If you want to send an email to the show, you can send an email to myfavoritetwilightpodcast@gmail.com. There's probably one. We'll save it for the next episode. But that's it. That's all we have to say. Thank you so much for listening. Oh, thank you to my editor, Ben Oxter, for putting this together. Thank you to the band Swimwear Department for letting us use their song Mauled to Death as our theme. And that's it. That's it for the episode. That's all we have. Until next time, as we always say, at the end of every episode,
Bella, I don't want you to come.
Can't you see we don't want you anymore?
We don't want you anymore,
See you
kid.
next time.
It's the 1920s.
Can't you see we don't want you to come?
I want you to sell them papes.
Right, and like, excuse me, ma'am, we're trying.
What's going on? Baby?
Kitty cat?
Is a kitty cat stuck somewhere? Oh, hang on. There's a kitty cat in the bathroom. Oh, no? Is there a kitty cat in the bathroom? Oh, no. That's a Mindy in the bathroom.
Mindy in the bathroom.
And sorry, Oxford.
But there was a kitty cat.
Are you playing with your mousey?
Oh, that's what she wanted us to know.
Did you want someone to play with you? I'm sorry. We'll play after the podcast. Bless you. She's so little.